Hello everyone, it's Haynes from the Barbadian Nutrition Chronicles. Today is Wednesday, the 1st of July 2015, and I want to touch on the topic of change. It's a subject that I would love to see taught in more detail in our school curriculum, because if there's one surety of life, it's change, especially if we as individuals are looking to grow and to evolve and to live richer, fuller lives. Let's make no mistake about it. The Nike ads will say, just do it. But in reality, change is very challenging. At times it is downright frustrating. And one can understand why people will go at lengths to avoid change to their greatest detriment, even when they know inside that the changes that they're seeking will bring them the rewards that they want. So throughout the 3 years of training in nutritional therapy, I was introduced to a model used in psychotherapy called the trans-theoretical model of change. Feel free to research it. What I liked about this model though was that it helped me to understand what the defined stages of change really look like and what those behaviors are associated with each of the different steps. Now I know some of you may be asking, well, what does this have to do with food and fitness? Well, quite a lot actually. Today I won't develop in detail the model that I mentioned, but I will say this much. You can have all the knowledge in the world about what food to eat, what not to eat, how to exercise, but unless you are willing to be brutally honest with yourself and critically evaluate all the factors that impact your own life, from your finances, to your spiritual health, to your work, to your home, the relationships that you have, that sustainable change that you're seeking is going to continue to be in vain, and you will end up locked in these cycles that are not good. So here are a few suggestions that I would like to make, which I myself also put into practice as much as I can. The first one, make it a habit to reflect daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. Whether you write it down in a diary or whether you record yourself or keep it in your head, you need to ask yourself questions like, was there someone that said something that upset me? Or did something that upset me? Why? Could I have handled the situation differently? If no, leave it alone. Don't harp on it anymore and waste energy. If yes, how could you have done it differently? Is there someone in your social circle that you can talk to that you trust that could give you advice on that particular situation? Do you need to seek help from a professional? Are there accomplishments that you made that you need to celebrate? Doesn't matter how big or how small. One of our greatest priorities is to get to know ourselves inside and out. You need to develop the courage to ask uncomfortable questions from yourself and of other people, and to develop the courage to receive uncomfortable answers. You need to ask yourself questions like, are there persons in my life whose energy I find very draining? Is it a case where I need to redefine my boundaries with them? Or is it that they need to press the exit button and leave? Are you giving of yourself all the time and leaving little energy for things that you would like to do? Why are you doing this? Is it that there are aspects of your personality that you need to change? You know, you can ask friends and family, see what they say. The answers will not likely come right away, but they will come, whether in a month, whether in a year, or whether 2 years from now. This is where change helps you to develop flexibility, endurance, patience, and a lot of self-love. And finally, tip 3, be very cautious with criticism. We all judge. No one is exempt from that. Judgment is how we determine what works or doesn't work for our own individual lives, for our family, and for our country. However, there's a big difference between judgment and casting condemnation on someone for their actions. And the thing is that the harsher you condemn someone, is the more likely that your own inner critic is seriously condemning you for your own actions and words. And that inner critic is going to be a big factor that will negatively impact how successful you are implementing change. You do not know where someone is, what stage they're at on their journey of change, and neither do they know where you are at. So unless you're in a position to communicate effectively and empathetically with where that person is at, focus on you. Do you. Thank you once again for tuning in to Caribbean Health and Nutrition Chronicles. Stay tuned this week for more discussion and tips about change. I look forward to your comments and feedback in the box below the video, and please remember to share the video with friends and family who you think could benefit from this information. If you have a story to share regarding health and wellness, or if you want to contact me, private message me on Facebook or email me at chnchronicles@gmail.com. Remember, if I can, you can, and if you can, we all can.